Hey YouTube, so I'm coming at you guys to do a 3-week update on this Ali Julia Brazilian hair that I have in. I've had this in for 3 weeks and I'm basically just doing this review for you all because a lot of people have been contacting me and asking me questions, and I did promise that I'd keep you all updated. I did shoot a 2-week review. I will try to submit some sort of clip in there for you all. So I can say that this hair appears a little bit, just a little bit on the thin side. Not necessarily the top parts of it. The top of the hair is definitely looking full, but the bottom part of the hair kind of looks a little thin in my opinion. It doesn't get as big as the hair that's on the top. So I don't know if it's because I have my closure and the closure is more prone to swell up or what it is, but I have to constantly kind of pull it out once I tie it up to kind of give it that framing that it had the first. But it still looks pretty good. It still looks really nice. It's still soft. When you put the water on it, it does rejuvenate. So I wanted to be more thorough with you all and let you know how this hair is going. I do have a couple of cons. I'll start with those because it's not really too many cons. One of the cons is that the hair can get a little bit frizzy. So if you're not used to curly hair and you don't know how to use it, it might seem like it's high maintenance to you. This is my second curly hair install. The first time I had curly hair in, I didn't know what to do with it, and it wasn't this company, and it was much harder to manage than this hair. Literally what I do for at night is put a bonnet over it, wake up in the morning, and I just zhush the hair. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically I just pull it apart and separate the curls with my fingers to try to give it that shaping that it had. Now, another con is that I will say that there is some minimal shedding, and with that minimal shedding, it does seem to have made the hair appear a little thinner than it did before doing it or getting it installed. But it's so full at the top. Like, the texture of the closure and the shorter length is much fuller than the longer 18-inch length. This is a sew-in. It's not a wig. It's not something that I take off in the morning or at night, I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like after me working out in it, going about my day in it. And it's still holding up pretty well. These curls are tight. These are not deep wave curls. These are not body wave curls. These are Brazilian curly curls. And that's something that I do like about it. A lot of vendors sell the same 3 types of hair: curly, deep wave, body wave. This is a different type of curl. And I want to show you all what I do to eliminate frizz in the morning. I use the Kids Organics leave-in conditioner. It's a 2-in-1 step. And basically, you see the little girl on the picture, how her hair is kind of kinky curly. This hair is kinky and curly. And this part of the hair is probably the part that needs the most attention in the morning. I literally, let's say you were washing your hands, right? And you had washed your hands and you had some residue left on your hands. That's how much water I put on my entire head in the morning. Might do it twice. That was the first time. I do it again. And I try to make sure I do the top because the top is where I see frizz in the morning. And instead of like drying your hands, I'm rubbing it on my hair. So that's the first thing I do to minimize frizz. Now, to lock in that curl, I use this Kids Organic spray. It's a leave-in. I just spray it directly on the hair and it smells good. And I just kind of rub my fingers through it. And when I say it'll dry with this curl, it will dry with that curl, and it looks really, really pretty. Now, at first, I really wasn't doing anything, but as it got older, I noticed that it was, getting a little frizzy. So I was like, okay, it's frizzy. Let me see what I can do. Water by itself will work. It will make it less frizzy, but if you want it to not poof up as it was looking before, you want to put some leave-in conditioner or some mousse or something on it to lock in them curls. But yeah, y'all, I mean, it's nice hair. It bounces back with the water. This is how it looks. I've been getting compliments on this hair. People have thought that this was my real hair. I really, really like this hair. I'm really pleased with them. Like I said before, this might be my new go-to vendor for extensions because, like, the hair is inexpensive. The shipping is free. The customer service is great. And if you're nervous about the hair quality that you're going to get, or if you have any questions, they are so quick to contact you back about your concern. I hope you enjoyed this 3-week update, and comment, rate, and subscribe. If you are a company and you're interested in me reviewing your hair, please contact me at my business email address, and I'd be more than happy to review your hair. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing.